Z's, come around. Gen Z's, hey, Muina, come around, come around. I have gist for you. No, this one, is it for the is this for the Gen Z's only? Because, bro, it seems crazy. But I want to ask this question, how old were you when you heard the name Ata Ayi? Or which class were you when you heard the name Ata Ayi? Because I think I was young. I even came in and met the name. I came in when someone steals something at your area, they say Ata Ayi na bo. When someone is a thief, they say Ata Ayi na bo. Bro, so whenever you see a thief, you refer to the person as Ata Ayi that time. I don't know if it's still there or there is a name that has replaced that name. So today, Ata Ayi has been trending in the news feed for a while now, and then I think I have to share the gist with you and let you know what's up, what is going on. People are, sharing their opinion. So others are on the tough side, bro. Obi to me, can article 82142.01 .018, bro. Charlie, a lot of people, know what they are saying. They know their point, bro. So I have the whole story about Ata Ayi trending, and then Chief Justice also trending. What is it? What are they saying? What is happening? But bro, it's crazy. It's sad when they add a years to your sentence the year for you to go and then try it in the prison, all because they feel like when bro, it's really, really crazy. It's really, really. I pray that nothing like that happens to anybody, but we should all be safe and then make sure that we do what is right. Charlie, okoye na sa ohun ba asem na so a multiplier because I think they said Mama Pat's crown and the issue. I'm not carrying anybody's here, but I think Mama Pat's issue that came, they said it was just a small amount of money. I don't know if they added any charges to it, but it was small amount of money that placed him in where she is now. But I think, bro, Ata Ayi is the one trending now. It's not Mama Pat. So the Chief Justice nominee, a nominee Chief Justice, was doing a vetting, and then a question came up about how he will be justice about an issue. So if there's an issue, how will the person or how will the Chief Justice analyze what is on ground? And then he replied with a reference of him adding a years to Ata Ayi's age, sentenced years imprisonment, and that has made Ata Ayi still in prison by this time. Because I think by this time I can't years kawaba. So I have the whole story here. Subscribe, like, and put us on post notifications so anytime drop another update, you're going to be the first to have it. Bro, subscribe, please. Subscribe. So the whole story is about Chief Justice sorry, he's not a Chief Justice now, he's the Justice Baffoe-Bonnie nominee, Chief Justice nominee, and then they were vetting him to see if he fits for the position as a Chief Justice or not. So the question came up, and then he replied with a reference that he added 70 years. No, he gave Ata Ayi 70 years in prison instead of 30 years because he was scared that when Ata Ayi comes from the prison, he's going to attack him and his family.
But sometimes they have to go beyond it. In my youthful days, I gave somebody 70 years. Ata Ayi, I gave him 70 years. And what I told myself was that if Ata Ayi was given 30 years and he comes back, my family will be the first family he will attack. So by the time he comes back after 70 years, I'll be dead and gone.
This seems to be like, a selfish justice, because if you feel like something is going to attack you, that's why you're adding years to it. Because the reason was that he said the reason was that lot of judges, they have the playbook there, a playbook that when you steal money, when you rape someone, when you defile someone, when whatever it is, anything that you commit, any crime that you commit, there's a years, the amount of years that you're going to spend in the prison. So they sometimes overrule that playbook, because it feels like when you give the person that years that the person should go, the person will come back and then do the same thing. So why don't you, add the age or add more years to the person, and then the person will go spend more years before the person comes back. And then when the person comes back, the person will feel like, oh, the person has been tortured in the prison. Because for him, instead, when you send him to the prison, he's going to get a lot of people that are going to bring him food and then water for him to drink. He's not going to suffer like that. So another set of group of people that needs this punishment is that, oh, Charlie, let them go and then work around the community where they stole the money, where they committed the crime. Let them go and then serve there, work there. So that when people see them, it will feel like, bro, ade am I dear? They say ba ogewe. They say gewe chomo hwe me sa. I'm my ferry say me pia. When I get out of the prison, I'm not going to do that again.
We are thinking about community service. Yes, there are some people who, if you give 3 years, 4 years, touch wood, if I am convicted and sentenced to 4 years in prison at Insawam, I may not eat prison food for even a day. I will have some people bring food to me. So if you want to make me feel the prison punishment, prison sentence, then maybe you should order me to go and do community service. Maybe around the place where I stole, or around the courts, that they'll see me. Because punishments are not only for the person, the victim, or the person being punished, but to deter other people. So community sentences should be introduced. But that one is in your bosom. It's a law. That one will have to be taken up by you.
So this Ata Ayi issue has, raised a lot of concern online, and then I have a couple of screenshots, comments that we need to read and then see if what they are also saying is true, or it's just a line or someone saying whatever they want to say. So this is what I am going to read. Bro, Charlie, this issue now, because it's a big issue, but Ata Ayi is Ata Ayi sake of, and then I have one more thing. This Ata Ayi name, he specified that his name is not Ata Ayi, okay? His name is Ayi. But because of what he did, and then they added the Ata. Ata saying, yeah, so Ghanaians. So they added the Ata to make it Ata Ayi. You feel me? And then, moreover, the justice was also saying that he gave him 70 years. I heard some people also saying that it was 150 years that he's going to spend in the prison. 150 years, hey! Oh, because that was the news that came in was I think February 5th, 2005. I don't know, but it's February 2005. I don't know the age that you were that time. How old were you in that time? 2005. That they caught him, But I don't know when they gave him that sentence imprisonment. But the justice said he gave him 70 years. Others are also saying he's spending 150 years imprisonment. 2005 up to this time, I think 20 years now. And then if 70 years, he has more 50 years to spend. Bro, that's crazy. That's really, really crazy. Let's get into the comments. Hey, these Gen Zs don't like research at all. The people trying to attack the CJ. Do you really know Ata Ayi? Moreover, every crime has its minimum and maximum sentence. It's the sole discretion of the justice to pronounce sentence within the bounds of the law concerning the momentum. So, you people, he said you people don't know Ata Ayi. He has been committing a lot of crimes, and then you people don't know. So, since you don't like research doing, that's why you're doing mercy. Have mercy upon Ata Ayi. But he knows he has done his research, and then he knows that, bro, and no, Ata Ayi doesn't deserve that 30 years. He deserves that 70 years. Yeah, so let's continue. He said, why are they laughing though? So so you are saying you execrated his sentencing knowing fully well that he doesn't deserve it. This is an injustice. So this one is also saying, he said the justice, that judge, that judge, you know, how do they call it? That judge, this thing at that time, he's injustice, so he doesn't deserve to be a chief justice. He doesn't deserve to be. This question I have to ask you: do you think he deserves to be a chief justice for adding that age or not? Because, bro, it's really really crazy. And then this one is saying is that this is very misleading. I have been following this since morning, and this caption is misleading. This caption is misleading. He said this is context of something to do better. I don't really really understand. What is the conversation even necessary? Was this conversation even necessary? Tell it the law and the justice thing. How they learn them, bro? That's also crazy. How did they learn them? Because I think how will you give someone age, or how will you add years to someone's? Because so, bro, so it means class who could do prison, who could do court or crown, and I say when nim cry nyefa. Omo me the years ni become age years ho. Already who your momo. Already who your momo. Bro, so every day when you're going out, pray for favor. Pray for favor, because Ata Ayi, if they added 70 years to Ata Ayi because they feel like, oh, if he comes back, he's going to attack their family. Now, what? Kwasi kwabecho. Oh, mama no papa ina kra no, omo se da nya we gidigidi bi asa. What's what on paper bi ntina, enju no bra ho. Ukobokro no. When you so say nya fe. Sorry to say that. Yeah, child ya. Almost be 3,000 years old. Was so very rough. So, bro, wherever you are, you have to be clever. Like, bro, don't let anything misconduct your brain so that you go and steal or you go and commit any crime, bro. So the main reason you gave him 70 years wasn't because he deserved it, but rather because you felt threatened. What kind of damn submission is this? Okay. It's sensible though. This man should be disqualified in any serious country. So this means that our country is not serious, or what I say? Hey, it's serious. Our whole country is not serious. He should be disqualified in any country. Okay. It's a signal to other judges that personal fear can justify disappropriate punishment, which may lead to scientific abuse or discrimination. This can cause citizens to lose confidence in the judiciary when they see that fear. Okay. And then rather than justice guide sentencing, a judge's duty is to make decision based solely on law, evidence, and fairness, not personal fear or bias. Okay. I think it's right for the person to say that, because, bro, because of your personal fear, now wow, I me 70 years imprisonment there. How do you expect me to go to jail for 70 years? But from him, I think there was one or two things there was one or two conversations that came up, and then he was like, he didn't do it. He didn't kill anybody. There were a lot of crimes that were placed upon him that he did it, but he didn't do it. But just that it's Ata Ayi, bro. Oh, sorry, bia. Bompa ekachi me say dimboni bia meka ho, because, bro, if you get a bad name in your community, whatever that comes bad, they will mention your name. Look at this. Just look at this. Just look at it. So I think all the comments that comes up is like they don't want him to be a chief justice. All the comments that comes up is like he did something bad. Okay. And then other people are also saying is they don't know the Ata Ayi. Ata Ayi that you people are, looking for justice for, he can come back and then destroy them. Hey, me say, the time that we heard Ata Ayi, can't say Ata Ayi a bar, bro. What we am shishi wo? Williams is so not knowing that all these things are, bro. Growing up, we learn, we are now knowing a lot of things, bro. Charlie, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. So I think I just have to end here because what is coming up is plenty. So that's the two-sided. One is for against, one is for the motion. Let me know your opinion under the comment section. Subscribe, like, and put us on post notifications. So anytime we drop another update, you're going to be the first to have it. Ata Ayi is trending. How old were you when you heard the name Ata Ayi? Until then, we meet in the next episode. Ya rapture.